What's up, man? Today's a great day. Today's a new video. We're gonna get straight into this. Make sure to watch the entire video so I can explain to y'all my full experience using KeySavvy. So smash that like button. Let's get straight into this. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, before we get started, I want to make it clear that this is not a sponsored video, okay? I just happened to buy a new vehicle, this car that we're sending right now, using KeySavvy, and it was a very smooth and seamless, and in a way you felt secured throughout the whole process of buying a car through their website. So let's get into further detail of what they do. I have a lot of notes on my phone right now, so if you see me looking down, it's to make sure I'm covering everything, okay? So I want to make that real transparent with y'all, okay? So if you've never heard of KeySavvy before, it is an online platform that allows you to make private car sales safer and smoother. Now think about this scenario right here. Think about this scenario. You're looking for a car. It's on Facebook Marketplace, right? And it's out of state. With KeySavvy, they make it a lot easier and smoother for you, for the buyer and the seller, so that you're not really getting, what's the word, held out of your money. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting scammed. That's what I was thinking, so that you're not getting scammed. KeySavvy is actually a registered car dealer. So what that means is that they can legally handle things like title transfers, verify ownership, provide a temp tag, all those 9 yards for you. And they can even deal with lenders if the seller still owes money on the cars. They obviously have a fee for using their website, but it's not bad at all. It's only $99 for the buyer and seller, and you can even set it up that you could split that $99 between the buyer and seller, so that, let's say, $50 per person is paying in each party. On another side, if the vehicle still has a loan on it, KeySavvy will charge the seller an extra $99. But in this case, you and the seller can talk about this and determine how you guys want to split up spending the $99 between yourselves. That's what me and the previous owner of this car did, and it was just have communication. Buyer and seller just needs to communicate with each other. And with this third party KeySavvy, it just made everything just smooth, buddy, smooth. Keep in mind, if for any reason you want to cancel and not buy the car, you can. Don't think that you're tied into this. But once you buy and pick up the vehicle, like you have the vehicle in your possession, and you click that button that you have picked up the vehicle, you cannot get refunded. That's the only thing. Also, I also forgot to mention, if for any reason, before you click or even put money into buying this car, before you click on the website, I have the vehicle in possession, like if you want to step back and not buy the vehicle, there's no cancellation fee at all. You just don't follow through with the process and let the buyer know as well, okay? It's that simple. It's just, you just walk away, okay? Keep that in mind. When you use KeySavvy, the buyer sends the money to KeySavvy, not the seller, okay? And that's what makes the process even more, you feel more secure with it, because you're not sending it straight to the seller and then the seller could just take your money and run and leave you. You know what I'm saying? Scam the fuck out of you. They can't do that. No. So what happens is KeySavvy holds the money until basically all the information, once they do a little background on the vehicle, everything checks out with the title and all that stuff, and then you go and pick up the car and click you have picked up the car. That's when the seller gets the money. The buyer, if you're a buyer, you won't have to worry whatsoever about the seller getting the money before you get to see the car or even drive off the lot with the car in your possession, okay? Once you hit that, I have picked up the car on the app, though, that's when the seller will start getting the money that you have spent to buy the car, okay? Hopefully that made sense. I know I'm kind of all over the place, kind of ish, but hopefully you're following me. Y'all following me? Let me know in the comments if y'all follow me so far. Type something in the comment section down below. But yeah, on to the next topic. If your car is a lien, they'll contact the bank and handle the full payoff process, so neither party has to figure that out on their own, which is amazing. That just puts a lot less stress on you, and you just chill and just sit back and just, you know what I'm saying, just relax. That's all I can't even think of the word I wanted to say, but you know what I'm trying to get at, pal. You know what I'm trying to get at. They also verify that the title is clean and that the name matches the seller and there are no hidden red flags. It's basically like doing a dealership transaction, but private party, which is amazing. Fantastic. I love it. It really gave me a lot more peace of mind, especially trying to buy a car out of state. It was just a smooth, legit process overall. I'm going to get more in detail just a little bit, so stay tuned, grab your food. We're going to be chatting a lot more, okay? And like the video while you're at it. You're already, like, maybe 8 minutes in, 5 minutes, whatever minutes in. Like the video, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We got a lot of car content on here. You know, we got this Jeep SRT now and my beautiful 37. So make sure to just support me. I got you. I'm telling you all this information so that by the time you decide to use KeySavvy and get you your car, you can thank me too for putting y'all on about the process, okay? All right. So we're going to go into why I chose KeySavvy. Let's start off with the obvious. I use KeySavvy because I enjoy my life and I don't want to get scammed $20,000 to $35,000 from a guy named Mike who lives with his mom in his fucking basement and thinks a lien is still a fucking suggestion. Okay? I don't want that. And I'm sure y'all watching this video don't want that either. And on top of that, I was thinking about buying a car out of state, and it's, in my case, it was 9 hours away. 9 hours away, okay? And let's go into it. KeySavvy gave me a temp tag that will last me a whole month. So while I drove from 9 hours, so in between two other states or whatever, I have a whole temp tag. You guys can see it right here, actually. It's stuck right there in the corner. Hold up. It's right there in the corner right there. Which was amazing, bro. Why would you not choose KeySavvy at that point? Especially if you buying out of state and you don't want to risk someone scamming the fuck out of you. Let's be honest. I gotta get clear up in the camera so y'all can see me. Let's be honest here, y'all. Do y'all want to get scammed? No, I don't. Okay? I'm sure you don't either. Also, if this was a regular dealership, this just pissed me off. If this was a regular dealership, they would have jacked up the price like maybe $300 extra, maybe a rack, just for temp tags. And that's another thing why I hate dealerships. Ooh, them niggas get me tight. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas at dealerships be getting me tight. They be throwing some bullshit ass prices out. Just for a temp tag or anything, they'll jack the price up like up to $3,000 more, bro. Off of bullcrap, bare bullcrap. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's because it realized my anger right now. But yeah, that's another reason why I chose KeySavvy. Dealerships are absolute shit. In this case, for me, it took me months upon months upon months upon months upon months. Probably a year or even more just to find this car, okay? So in my case, there were no clean titled or low mileage Jeep SRTs in my location. Not one. I will have to, 9 times out of 10, I have to go out of state. Drive hours upon hours, okay? And where I was looking, in my case, where I got this one was Facebook Marketplace. And you know how some people are on Facebook Marketplace. You can't really trust everything. Luckily, I found a seller that was really, he was able to be real transparent with me. I asked them to take pictures. I asked them to take the car to a shop that does just the normal checks to make sure the car is in good condition. He actually did that for me. I paid for it, but he did it for me. He was very transparent with me, and he was, you know what I'm saying? He did everything I asked him to. That's the one thing you got to find when you're on Facebook Marketplace, okay? There's a lot of scammers out there, but especially using KeySavvy, that thins it out. Because them scammers is not going to use no KeySavvy because KeySavvy's on that. They on that. They on the ass. Facts. Also, real quick, I found a lot of cars, a lot of SRTs from dealerships, and they were absolutely clapped the fuck out. All the carbon fiber trims was peeling off. The dash looked like shit. Mad shit, bro. I even had my friend in New Jersey look at a Jeep, right? It had the red guts. apparently. But apparently the owner took out the red guts and left the door panels red, and put black seats in the car. Just so that he could make an extra penny off. Ooh, that pissed me off. Oh my gosh. And there's another scenario. Hold on, I'm rambling a little bit, but there's another scenario. I was looking for a car, the SRT, right? My friend Andrew checked it out. The whole radio system in the back had holes in it, mad stuff, right? And guess how much it was asking for? Like 40K. No, nah, I ain't gonna drag it. With all the extra taxes and shit, they'll bullshit prices, or they'll add to the fee, or whatever I'm trying to say. It'll end up being $38,000, bruh. Now tell me, is that smart? No! That's another reason why I chose Facebook Marketplace to get my car. You just have to browse for mad long and see if the right one falls in your lap. And it did for me. It will for y'all if y'all keep doing it. Then use KeySavvy. Mix that up with KeySavvy. Perfect combination. Now, I ain't gonna lie, KeySavvy should just pay me at this point. I'm glazing the fuck out of them niggas right now. But they did allow me to get this car. I'm glazing them crazy.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I'm gonna touch a little bit as to why I chose KeySavvy. I have bullet points right here, so if I'm looking down, that's because I want to make sure I'm covering everything, okay? So, like I said earlier, KeySavvy is a licensed dealer and plays the middleman. They verify if the car isn't stolen, haunted, or owned by the fucking mob, alright? The seller, in my case for this car, the seller had a lien on the car, which means normally I have to go to his bank, pay it off, wait for them to ship the title to him, then hopefully he can ship it to me instead of vanishing into fucking witness protection or some bullshit. Instead, KeySavvy was the we got it guy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all got that one homie that's like, I got you. In this case, KeySavvy was that for me. So essentially, they contact the lender, they get the payoff number, clear the loan, hold the title for you until they send it. Meanwhile, you already have the car, you're driving it, you're enjoying it, you feel like the man, okay? And while you're driving it, they're in the background dealing with waiting on that title to come in the mail, and then from the bank, waiting on that title to come in the mail from the bank. They do what they got to do, and then they send it over to you, and you get in the mail within a month. Okay? That's why I chose KeySavvy, and that's why it's so smooth, so simple, so easy, so amazing. Damn, I got that dick in my mouth. Crazy. This feels wrong. I feel like I'm glazing. Like this is like unnecessary glaze, but necessary glaze at the same time. We're gonna get into the step-by-step process. It's starting to get a little bit darker. We're gonna try and knock this out before it's too dark and y'all can't see my beautiful face anymore. I found the Jeep on Facebook Marketplace May 14th, which was Wednesday. Scheduled a pre-purchase inspection for May 17th, which is a Saturday. Once the inspection came back good, we started the KeySavvy process, and I signed all the documents on my dashboard within a couple hours. All right? You're staying with me? I'm explaining to y'all the entire process because I know y'all going to be like, yo, give me step-by-step what you did so I can, you know what I'm saying, follow you, okay? Then when Monday came and everything checked out with the car, with the PPI, everything was great, I wired the money straight to the KeySavvy link. So on KeySavvy, on their website, they'll under payments, it will show you where to wire the money. It will show you the exact information, the address, everything you need to wire the money. So what you want to do is on your bank, or what I did on my bank app, I requested a wire transfer, typed in all the information they had on KeySavvy, had the money go through. Within a day, it cleared, and the money was now in escrow. By this time, you're probably thinking, well, their payment methods are there, okay? In my case, I did a wire transfer, so we're going to explain a little bit. They can take a wire, ACH, up to $50K, credit card up to $10K, and Zelle up to $5K. Next, the seller signed the paperwork he needed to for KeySavvy, then officially marked the car as ready to be transferred, but my flight wasn't until May 23rd. So I sat and I dreamt of this beautiful car that I'm sitting in right now for a couple days. And in this scenario, I was still like, I was nervous. I ain't gonna cap. I was nervous that the seller might want to back out or something. But at this point, right, if the seller was to back out, KeySavvy will send you back your money that you wired out, okay? I was still nervous, though. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money. I understand. But in this scenario, if the seller was to back out after I already wired the money over to KeySavvy, all I have to do is let KeySavvy know the seller don't want to sell it no more, whatever, and then they'll just send it back to me. Simple. And if you ever have any questions, I was one of them. I was one of those. I was calling KeySavvy a lot. Hey, customer service was great. I was like, hey, I got this going on. They were like, okay, let me know your information. They pulled it up, answered my question for me. Everything was smooth, sailing, simple. Now, while I'm waiting, so we're back on the topic. It's not the day for me to pick up the car yet. So I got a few more days left, right? The day before I had the flight, I was able to print out my temp tag. So I went on the website, KeySavvy, and, well, actually, in this case, I called KeySavvy and said, I told them exactly the scenario I got going on. I ready to wire transfer the money. I'm waiting. I'm supposed to pick up the car 2 days. Let's say 2 days from now. I'm supposed to fly out of state. They said, yeah, we can send you the printed out temp tag that you can take with you the day before your flight. So they said they'll send it, in this case, the next day. And they sent it to me. I printed it out, stuffed it in my bag, hyped like this. I was so hyped, just waiting for that Friday, bro. I felt like so Illuminati. I was just itching to get on that flight, man. All right, at this point, I flew out to the state, met the seller where I had to meet him. Then he allowed me to test drive the car. He explained everything about the car that he knew about. And then after the test drive, we both clicked confirm, or I clicked on my end since I'm the buyer. Picked up car. He handed me the keys, and we literally went our separate ways. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. I'm not capping, bro. I'm not capping. I'm going to let y'all know an extra step that I took in this process. So the extra step that I took was doing the PPI. Because I do not want to buy a Jeep that's been treached the fuck out. She's on her last legs. A whole bunch of niggas been in and out of her. I don't want none of that. No. I wanted to know that she was in great condition. So, of course, I paid, I believe it was $100 some for the PPI. And they checked everything thoroughly. They even sent me pictures of everything that looked a little off. They went into real detail with it. And I wasn't shocked by the time I saw the car in person. Okay? And the seller himself was very transparent as well. And he, before I even got the PPI, he showed me pictures of little areas that he thought was like, it's just a little bit of wear and tear here or there, you know what I'm saying? And he just kept it all the way a buck with me, which I really did appreciate. Fact, there's not a lot of people like that on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just happy I found them. Now, you guys are probably asking, would I use KeySavvy again? Hell yes! Why would I not? It literally took out 95% of the stress. Why did I just start? What the fuck was that? I had a crazy lisp just now. It literally took out 95% of the stress and 100% of the sketchiness. What else can you not? What else can you ask for? Literally, what else can you ask for, bro? Amazing process. I didn't even have to deal with banks, none of the title bullshit, or wondering if I just gave this dude like $30,000 and he's about to run off to a whole nother state, hype as hell, scam the fuck out of this dumbass nigga. Looking like that. You feel me? I didn't have to deal with none of that. It was just, I felt at peace. That's the best. That's the best feeling you can feel when trying to buy a car, especially a private selling car, bro. From a private seller. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys are probably asking, who should use KeySavvy? If you're buying a car out of state, you should use them. If the car has a lien on them, you should use them. If you're buying an EV and want that sweet $4,000 federal tax credit, definitely use it because KeySavvy qualifies as a dealer for IRS purposes. That's a real big one right there. I didn't even know this until after I'm making this video right now. I didn't even know that. So for y'all that want EV, use KeySavvy. You could get extra money put on there. Who doesn't want a little extra money? Who wouldn't? So yeah, that was my full KeySavvy experience, buying a Jeep SRT 9 hours away from me. I still don't believe I have the car sometimes. I wake up and look out the window, I'm like, damn, that's my baby right there. You feel me? It's like, it's crazy to me, but it could have been a huge disaster, but it was not. It was very seamless and shockingly smooth. If I missed anything, don't forget to let me know in the comments down below. I answer y'all questions. Trying to make y'all feel more at ease or whatnot, because I'm in y'all shoes. If y'all think about buying a car, I was in y'all shoes too. We're gonna walk out, let y'all see the car real quick. If you, oh shit, I just dropped the fuck out of my phone, bruh. Fuck. See, that's why you should always have an OtterBox, man. Get you an OtterBox. This shit took the hit like a pro. But if you guys are into V8s or VQs right there, V8s or VQs, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, because you know what I'm saying, we got great content coming. I'm gonna be doing some mods to this beautiful fat baby right here. I'm gonna definitely make her louder. She has an aftermarket exhaust, but it's real quiet in my opinion, so I don't like it. She needs to be loud. She got to be obnoxious. She got to sound louder than my VQ. My VQ right now is louder than her, and that sounds crazy, don't it? But yeah, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. There go Blackie Bubble Butt right there, man. She's amazing. Whoa, that's not Blackie Bubble Butt. That's Blackie Bubble Butt right there. I don't know what to name her yet, but yeah, smash the like button. I appreciate y'all, man. On that note, man, yeah, goodbye.
Shut up, bitch.
I don't really care about nada. Young nigga popping a collar. She can be born like a scholar. Might shoot it up, but I won't be a father. Had a hoe popping a pill. She see me popping a pill. Shit like you know that addiction is real. Don't give a fuck, I just like how it